Hello and welcome. Today we have a VOD review on Lunar Colony. Looks like a Masters Zenyatta player. I've never seen this video before, so I'll be commenting in real time. So let's get into it. You're running a 2-2-2, but with the Hanzo. Very cool, totally reasonable. Also running the Zarya instead of a more classic Winston. Totally reasonable. To be honest, I haven't played much since the end of Season 4, so I don't have a lot of experience on this map. At this point in the video, I'd usually give some tips about how your team should be positioning and how you should play based around that. But because I don't have a lot of experience on this map, I'll probably just skip that part. That being said, where Zenyatta is right now is pretty good. So I do like his positioning. And if I'm not mistaken, he should kind of fall back to the left. This area over here, I think that's generally better than the side on the right. So, but I don't want to go too much into that because again, I don't have a lot of experience here. So let's let this one roll.
Don't get in there.
How do I go into no gravity zone?
It's
It's
on the
outside.
left.
It's
Those doors.
It's just a flank route though.
That's airlock.
Can I go see it?
Good, the right click.
No.
This is good.
Whoa.
Let's defend.
Actually, hold on, I'm gonna turn on the volume a little bit. Okay,
Dude,
I like the right click.
Get back in here.
They're pushing.
That was sick.
Zarya's taking the front. Yeah, so they're coming.
Right click, more right clicks, more right clicks. Okay, so at this distance, it's really unlikely you're gonna get tons of left clicks on targets like, I think that was Genji. Who did you discord?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
they're coming.
so
left.
on a target like Genji, left clicking here, super unlikely you're gonna actually manage to kill him, right? You're much better off charging up a right click and looking for a burst kill. Because, let's say you are, super good and you keep landing shots, well, he's probably just going to get healed up. Unless you're, like, super sick and getting, like, only headshots, which you would kill him with 2 hits, right? Right? Yeah. So, better to go for a right click here.
Left side.
Cool. Be careful. Good. Oh, whew, holy moly. What was that? That felt like a Hanzo arrow.
Yeah, Zarya Genji coming left side.
Winston's coming out from the.
Okay,
grass.
so one thing you got. Oh, okay. Winston's coming from. Oh, that's cool. Watch out for anybody coming from behind you, underneath. Let me turn the sound back up. I don't think I heard anybody. So cool.
Winston's behind us.
Nice pick. Good job, Genji.
Over on the Winston.
Thanks,
You guys
dude.
clean
This
this
is
up.
one.
I need
Winston's
help
one.
though. Rip. I got shot by Widow. Watch
Okay. A little unnecessary for you to come out here. I think your team needs you more than anything. Rather than you kind of like cornering this is that a Winston right here, I think. Not a horrible play, but I think your team wanted to push forward and just clean up kills. So you're kind of separated from your team in a situation where I would not want you to be separated. And it's because you guys had just gotten 2 kills, right, with that Genji. So you guys can get aggressive here. Unfortunately, Genji gets a little bit probably too excited. And actually, let's see that one more time.
Winston's behind us.
Nice pick. Good job, Genji.
Over on the Winston.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah,
This is one.
it feels like Genji maybe overextended his stay. He probably should have swift struck back towards the healers, towards you and Mercy. But still, you guys could still clean this up. So I'm not quite sure how this ends.
I need
Winston's
help
one.
though.
But yeah, I don't like you backing off here. I think your team really needed your help. Oh man.
Dude, I am.
Yeah, so like out
So
here, you're not being
shit.
very, you're not being very useful.
Mercy.
Genji up top. Genji up top.
Over on the Genji. Genji's low. Genji's super
And
low.
your
He's one.
Mercy
That
needs
is
healing
so
so
broken.
bad.
You just shoot a scatter.
Okay, and you didn't actually have to fall down. You could have actually kept your high ground. Let's see if you had an angle.
Top.
Over on the Genji. Genji's low. Genji's super low. He's one.
That is so
Oh yeah, you totally had an angle here to heal the Mercy and not drop down.
broken. You just shoot a scatter in that.
Got the
little-
Genji
that's a
behind.
good
I could
left
go
click,
now,
though.
maybe. I have a Zen
Oh
Lucy on
yeah,
me.
so definitely not a good idea to lose your high ground advantage. All right.
Just
Dude,
hold
no
the
one
point. You need to kill the Winston.
I'm on their
We're already
side.
Over on the Zen.
Two.
Zen's low. Zen's low. Zen's
Okay,
low.
so right here,
You need to kill the Sit Winston. behind.
while you're doing this 1v1, you get a little bit too aggressive. Your team's losing the fight. I would have liked to see you keep this distance, but
I'm on their
but
side.
instead you go forward and kind of greed for this kill.
Over on the Zen.
Two.
Zen's low. Zen's low. Zen's one.
That being said, you're probably gonna die here regardless, unless your team just. Oh, your Mercy just died. Nah, you guys probably don't turn this. So that being said, not a huge deal.
Zarya's gonna have grab.
Cool.
Have it.
So the big takeaway there was you losing high ground. That was a really big mistake. Cool. Turn sound back on.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
Genji on me.
Can we please switch?
Hold on the Genji.
I'm trying to help, but I can't really.
Nice left
Okay, he's
clicking.
dead.
So, obviously you missed some shots there, but I think you obviously you hit them when they counted. He missed some swings, right? Let me see that again. Oh yeah, not the best Genji play I've seen, but for Masters Genji, that obviously they're not going to be like super sick. Okay, cool, nice, good left clicking.
I got 2 picks, guys. I got 2 picks.
Point, guys.
I already picked 2 of them. We should win this.
Yeah, I had a pick
Boost to
before
top
that,
left.
too.
A little slow on the harmony
Yeah,
there.
we
Let me
should
see that
win this.
again.
Yeah, I had a pick
Boost to
before
top
that.
left.
Yeah, a little bit slow on the harmony. That's okay.
Yeah, we got it. We're fine. We're fine. Can we Fonzie, pick the you should get stall off characters,
uh,
please? Like, can we get another tank and May, perhaps?
Wow. Sorry, your teammates are so annoying. Okay, so and during this downtime, I would actually like you to get high ground. I think this area is pretty decent for Zenyatta. Again, I'm not the expert on Lunar Colony, so but I think that's a pretty decent spot. I definitely don't like you here on the low
Just use
ground.
it and get off. You can't have triple DPS.
Going
on
for the
defense.
Winston
That's
shield,
not
I like
viable
that.
at all. I killed Zenny. I'm trying to make it out. That's 2 picks. I can't push.
Okay, I'll try and deflect their grab.
Cool. Yeah, I got a harmony. Good,
Just
good.
heard
Your
some
position is
weird-ass
great.
voice over here. Hello.
Actually, yeah, no, you're doing great here. This is fine. This is great, great, great. Work on that shield. Get a. Okay. The harmony though. Let me see that one more time. So like you could have. Oh, actually, no. She was pretty much dead. Okay. Yeah, it's unlikely you actually would have saved her. Actually, but we should always aim for the most optimal, play. So right here, right there. So actually, wait. It looks like she's out of range. Oh, but then it just came up. So it feels like you maybe need to practice weaving your harmonies and discords in between your left and right clicks. So like right there, you had an opportunity to do so. It didn't really matter though because the diva is almost certainly going to die, so it wouldn't have changed the play. But still, I want you to practice that those weaving techniques. Okay, so now the question is, do you Transcendence in here? Okay, yeah, you did. And the answer to that is, I would say yes. In this situation, a Transcendence is definitely warranted. Let me see if you could have reacted a little bit more quickly. Yeah, you were a little bit slow. I would have liked to seen a quicker reaction there. That being said, totally reasonable.
We had to flex up on picks.
You guys can turn this. This is reasonable. Okay, so a bit of a mistake there. So right here, okay, right here you can see both of your teammates are full health, right? We got the Genji, and then I think this is Soldier. Now you only have 2 seconds left. Now you have 2 options. One is to fall back, either to the high ground this way, or onto the point. Both are fairly reasonable. I would probably opt more for the high ground in this situation, but going towards the point, also not a horrible idea. Now, there's a third option, and it's something that I like to do, but it's kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? It's kind of one of those plays I like to do to kind of confuse my opponents. I don't recommend it in general, but it's kind of one of those things I like to do, and sometimes it's just stupid, but it is valuable sometimes. So the third option is to actually get behind your opponents. I would only recommend this if you're totally if you trust your aim and you can land shots. And what it's gonna do is, like, let's say what's a good example? Let's say they have like an Ana back there, and her sleep dart and her nade are down. You could probably just kill her with one really good right click, right? So like as soon as you get out of Transcendence, you discord her and you start charging up a right click, and with like a decent spacing, you can probably just kill her in one right click, right? So it's just kind of one of those things that confuse your opponents. You try to stretch them out, get them away from the point, but that's something that I've stopped doing because overall, like, it usually doesn't end well. So, but I'm just a small tangent. Again, the best option probably to fall back. Now, what you did was you actually did a fourth option, which is you were just kind of like bunched up with your teammates and your opponents in this little ball. Zenyatta does not excel in that situation. You're going to be constantly having to turn around and kill someone, and trying to get off harmonies and discords. It's going to be a nightmare. Not where Zenyatta excels. So we'll see what happens to you. I suspect you're just gonna die pretty quickly. Okay, so now you want to get. Oh, whoa! Hold on. Okay, so right here. So even though this positioning sucks, you should have looked for a Discord and a harm. You know, Discord on somebody, probably Lucio, or Zen, and then put a harmony onto your Genji. Instead, you actually run away. Oh no, and you left him behind.
Zarya high ground. Zarya's orb.
Oh man, so
thank you.
okay, wow. Okay, actually that res worked out pretty well. Was that in the comms?
Zarya high ground. Zarya's orb.
So I don't think you were planning to do that, but it actually did work out. If you were planning to go back to get a res, then I applaud this play. That's great. Cool.
I'm dead though. Thank you.
Yeah, I zoned them pretty far out.
Orb on the Zarya again. Zarya down.
Nice. Cool. You guys turned it. Good.
Dude, I want to play Hog, but like,
No, don't play him. He sucks.
yeah, he sucks.
Reaper's one. Oh, he got.
Okay, so that harmony
No,
right
don't
here.
play him. He sucks.
Yeah, he
You
sucks.
have harmony on Diva, but she's in a pretty good standing. So right here, like we talked about with weaving your attacks, probably should have given that harmony to Mei. Oops, Mei. I think that's Mei.
Reaper's one. Oh, he got healed.
Yo,
Orb on the Winston still, but I'm gonna put
Widow's
on someone
upper.
else. Orb on the Lucio.
Yeah, that's a pick. That's two picks.
So right there too, like
Up
again,
there.
so I feel like we're having trouble with your spacing. You're getting way too close to the fight. Now, you were probably thinking, oh, I need to get onto the point, but you have Mei there. You could easily back off, right? So again, we're kind of seeing some trouble with your spacing, similar to just earlier after the Transcendence where you were kind of going into the fight, and Zenyatta does not excel in that situation. Cool, so you guys cleaned up. You want to go
that
for
Mercy's
high
low.
ground, high ground, high
Can
ground,
you get
high
her?
They
ground.
got through that shit?
Don't get out.
No, she got out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just trying to build ult charger.
Charge up some right clicks. I want to see those right clicks. Yeah, there you go.
This really feels like
Good.
a
More. I want to see more of that. Way more of that. Okay, and then pretty soon you're gonna want to back off. Yeah, probably like now. Yep.
Their
Good.
armor's
Good.
really
Good.
low.
Good. That's a good harmony. Good. You're gonna want to switch it now. Switch it to. Wait. Did you? Actually, let me see that. Yeah. So. Oh, I think you. No, you did not. I don't think you did. Actually, it looked like you did. Hold on. Let me see that one more time. Right? Yeah, right there. You gave it to Genji. So this is great. Except you were about maybe 1 or 2 seconds too slow to do this. You had it on Soldier for a little bit too long. As you can see here, Mercy was healing him. Not to mention he has Biotic Field, and he was already at pretty good, standing health. So let me just verify that though. So you gave it to, I think that's Soldier, right? Yeah. Okay. So down here, you gave it to Soldier, if I'm not mistaken. We'll let this run a little bit more. So, it looks like he also dropped Biotic Field. I'm not quite sure. But you want to listen to, obviously, like right here. So, like, in the game, actually, one more time. Hold on. Let me see that. Yes. Okay. So you can hear it. So, you can hear the pitch, like the sound of your harmony. So even if you're not looking and you see that he's, and you don't see that his health is very high, you have to listen out for the pitch, and once the pitch starts to get very high, that means they're pretty close to full health, right? Until I think the sound stops playing. So don't be afraid to switch it to somebody who's critical. In this case, it was Genji. So let's try to together let's figure out what the most optimal time is. Right there, probably like right there, maybe even slightly too late. So like right now, I would be giving this harmony to Genji. Yeah, so so maybe like but he was on the Winston shield. So it's actually, in this case, again, similar to that case with Diva, unlikely you would have saved his life. But actually, I still think you could have given it to him earlier. Yeah, I probably would have given it to him maybe, let's look at the timestamp. And the other thing too is that he's kind of out of the battle, right? Like, so maybe even like right now would have been a good time to give it to Genji. Because, we have to be prioritizing these things. So, like, in general, you want to be giving it to the person who's, like, closest to the fight. Yeah. So,
Down one.
that's enough analyzing on that. So, just key takeaways, listen to the pitch of the sound. Consider, who's in the fight, who's away from the fight. Not to mention that Soldier has biotic field. Worst case scenario, Genji does not. Things like that. Okay, cool.
Good old. They're on point. They're on point. Careful. I'm coming in with Blade.
I
killed
don't.
one.
Oh, dude.
I don't
Super
think it
top?
was necessary for. Oh, nice. I don't think it was necessary for you to drop high ground again. Yeah. Ooh, actually, I don't like this Transcendence. Let's see what happened here.
Half
Alright.
on his low.
I got you, Diva. Oh my gosh, too late.
It's
Yeah.
okay, it's
Oh,
okay.
it's too late.
We're still gonna win the fight.
So yeah,
Kill the-
exactly.
kill-
So as your friend said in the comms or whatever, oh, actually, and then but you got the res tool. So actually, yeah, I think it was this Transcendence was totally unnecessary. You guys had respawn advantage. This and then actually the Graviton, she probably Gravitoned because you Transcendenced. So actually pretty dangerous, but your Mercy saved you, so that's cool.
Why would he do that? They're dead too already.
Nice.
Here we go,
Good
triple.
job.
We should win this.
Yeah, actually that was still kind of a dumb Graviton, to be honest.
Get the Zarya. She's one.
Kill him, kill him. No jump.
Oh, wow.
That's lag.
Fuck.
Get that. Okay, cool. Actually, was there an opportunity there? Yeah, there was a moment there you could have discorded that you didn't take. So I just need you to be a little bit more quick on that. Oh, yeah, good. Use this. Perfect.
Oh.
Charge up a right click.
I
I
killed
love
him.
it.
Sorry's
Nice,
dead.
nice,
Reaper's
nice,
coming
nice.
for me.
Right click. Whoa.
Yeah, guys,
okay,
focus
so,
on-
okay, so that whole time he was coming at you.
Killed him.
Sorry's dead.
Right now, you see his wraith form. Start charging up that right click.
Reaper's coming for me.
1, 2, 3. That's
You
at
guys
least.
focus
That's
on
at
by
least.
yourself.
Nice.
The whole team. Okay. Nah.
That's at least a 3-man, or excuse me, a 3-orb right click, and there's a good chance you just kill him outright with that. Cool.
Oh, McCree's one. McCree's one. I can't get him.
Yeah, me either. They probably have
Get it.
Zarya ult,
Oh,
right?
that's fun.
So, like we talked about earlier,
McCree's one. McCree's one. I can't get him.
so I think we were in a situation like this like a few minutes ago where you were poking here and it was great, and then I was like, okay, we need to back off soon. Here you overstayed your welcome. So, like right now would have been a good time to back off.
They probably have
Get it.
Zarya ult.
Now you're
right?
way
fun.
too close to the fight and you're kind of in danger. Oh, and it looks like you're gonna actually drop your high ground too.
Oh, you should have put the wall down. Fuck. I
Yikes.
fucked my
Okay.
ult
So
over.
did he. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
So like this whole time you could have been safely back here spamming, you know, left clicks, right clicks, discords, harmonies, etc. Instead, that whole time you were kind of well, basically useless. That being said, there was a diva ult up there, so your opponents probably weren't in line of sight, right, to like actually do damage to. But still, like, you know, we're trying to optimize your play, and you need to kind of just, you know, play in a more optimized manner. Yeah. Okay.
I didn't say anything.
I'm
Oh, clutch
Oh,
sleep
Blade in the
dart.
back.
dead. I have Blade up there. Okay, our Mercy died. We're dead 3 right now. Just be careful.
Man, McCree just farmed everyone.
Can...
Stay in the lose, and if you just fight
Yeah.
on the point, you can't really lose.
It's a good boop. Oh,
Nice
it's a good
ball.
ice ball.
Thank you.
I'm gonna block whatever
Yo,
I
we need to
can.
kill this McCree. We need to kill this McCree. He's top left.
Heal, okay. Your
I'm on the
team's
Ana's dead.
Oh, way too much on the speed, my friends.
Monkey's one. He's dead. They're always
Actually, I'm not quite
I
sure.
think I have to
Oh,
drop
you were
high
trying to
ground.
fight this McCree. Okay.
I'm
I
distracted.
don't
Yeah,
hate this
Mario
play, I
was
guess.
really
do.
one health.
I need heals on point. This McCree needs
So-
to die. There's so much.
So this whole time when you were kind of doing this play to get up to McCree, I'm not a big fan of that. I think your team just needed some heals, right? Like they just needed some extra booping left clicks and heals. So like from like right here, your team just needed heals and they just needed some extra left click damage. Like this speed is okay to help finish off that Ana, I think. But after that, I think I just want you on heals, giving your team left clicks, giving your team right clicks, and you don't do a whole lot with this McCree. If you had booped him onto the point, that would have been pretty nice. Yeah, not a good right click. But, you know, even then, I think your time was better served just supporting your team. It felt like you were just trying to make a play and, you know, win the game. Cool. So, unfortunately, I have to wrap up your VOD review here. But I think there's tons of stuff that we can work on. So definitely need to see way more right clicks from you, way more. Turn it up, especially at long distances, like we talked about in the beginning when you were shooting left clicks at that Genji. So more right clicks. Need you to weave your harmonies and discords in between your attacks more. Need you to be on point with that. Your transcendence usage, I feel like you're maybe a little bit too jumpy with it. You had a good one on that graviton on point B, and then you had that not so great one on point B where you graviton too early, and you transcendence too early, and then the enemy gravitoned you afterwards. And I think there was another one I didn't like that was a little bit too preemptive. So maybe try to think about holding on to your transcendence a little bit more. Don't be so jumpy with it. And then on the other side of that, when you have to be quicker at recognizing times you do have to transcendence. Like when your team got graviton and you jumped into it, you were a little bit. That was a good transcendence, but it was a little bit too slow. What else? Spacing. You clump up with your teammates a little bit too much. So I need you to practice staying further back when possible. A good example was that first time where you were kind of poking on point when you were at point B and you were shooting down that long range, and then you backed off at the right moment. The second time that happened, you overstayed your welcome. Oh, this is cool. And that didn't, and obviously that didn't work out so well. Yeah, because that was when the default happened. Yeah. Okay, cool. So definitely work on those things, and I could easily see you being, hitting GM, no problem. Your aim seems pretty decent. Definitely work on it though. I think your aim could be a little bit better. But aim is one of those things that you're just going to improve over time, and you can practice as much as you want. Cool. I hope this video was helpful, and if you liked it, please subscribe. Thank you.